Hi, you are back in Stephanie's kitchen. Today I'm gonna cut some pineapple and some watermelon. Now, first of all, everyone, thank you. Thank you so much for coming and sharing and liking and subscribing. I really appreciate that. But let me talk to you about these pineapples. This pineapple is, I believe I paid $2 for this pineapple here. And I saw this on Deborah Christmas's show, on her video show, and I'm going to put the card up here so you can see her. Anyway, these things is like $2, and I could buy one of these things cut up where we live here for like $15. And when I saw her thing, I'm like, wait a minute, I could cut this thing up and I'll save more money. So I'm going to show you guys how to cut this thing up. So I'm going to show you right now. And when you buy a pineapple, you know, you need to give it a smell. If it smells something like a pineapple, just take it home and let it sit, and then it'll really be smelling like pineapple, and you got you some good pineapple. And this thing really needs to be cut now. So to cut mine, I always get me a nice sharp knife, and I'll sharpen my knife with this. I have a sharpener here. Make sure the knife is sharp, basically. So I'm sharpening my knife one through, and then wipe it down. Okay, so you wipe the knife off after you sharpen it, and then you take the knife and cut the top off. That's the first thing you want to do. Cut the top off. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. You guys can see that? Beautiful. And now you just want to cut the sides down. Just cut them down. Like, give it a little haircut here. It's really so simple, and cost you and save you such money. Because $15 for pineapples, just because you didn't want to cut them up, is ridiculous. You know, and I was being ridiculous until I found my mind again. Because all I gotta do is just take the time and do it. So we're cutting it right down the side, right on the side here. Cut it straight down. You can even see how juicy this is. It's a nice, nice pineapple. And Perry likes pineapples. You can't really keep enough of them in here, so this is the best way to do this. So I always have me a little garbage bag when I'm doing this stuff on the side. So I am preparing. There we go. Clean that up a little bit. That back a little bit. Okay. Now, then after you do take the sides off, take the bottom off. Cut it right down just like you did the top. Cut it right off. Yeah. Stick it in there. Now we cut it in half. If you notice right here, there's that little white spot, that's the core. You want to get the core out. But you can cut it in half, like I'm about to do here. Cut it straight down in half, and then you can still see the core. You guys can see that core right there. I'm gonna cut around this, so I'm gonna cut up to here on this side, and then the core is still. I'll cut the other side. We cut this other side same way. Core is right about there, and you still got some good meat on this thing, so you want to cut it right here. And then that's the core. Throw that away. And just slice it. Just make them in any size chunks you want. And that's what we do. And you put them, I'll put them all in here. They'll all be gone because Perry's going to eat them. And that's how we do that. Make them like this. Get them in here. That one. Okay. Go right over there. Okay. We do this one. Okay, so you want to cut right here. Then you want to cut the other side around the core. And then you want to cut this right here, right about there. You can see the difference because it's it's a little bit lighter. And you just want to chop it up. And let me tell you something. How much that I just chopped up here will cost you about 20 bucks in the store, in Stop and Shop. So that's kind of crazy when it only costs you $2 or maybe $2.50. So I got a whole container full of pineapples that'll last us for a day or so as we munch on them. And here you go. And you see I didn't take that piece off, but simply cut it off like that. That's all. And you enjoy. I'm going to enjoy it right now. Pineapple's good. Nice and sweet. I love pineapple. Pineapple is good for inflammation. Pineapple is good for you. So, hold on one second. You give me again, let me take a break and clean this up, and I'm going to show you how to do the watermelon. Okay, I'm back. I cut up my other pineapple, and then I cleaned up. And as I was cutting up my other pineapple, my daughter is here. She's doing some of the filming, or she's learning how to do it. And she asked a question. What did you ask me, Sharita?
I asked her if she didn't want to get all of the brown spots cut off.
And I said, you don't really have to get all the brown spots off. You know, you can get it as clean as you will. I'd like to get it, but it'd be fine if there's a few little brown. It's not really brown spots. It's the little sticky things that's really on the pineapple. But it's fine. You just get it close as you can, and you're good. And what's the second question you asked me?
Why are you not using the middle?
The middle is the core of the pineapple, and that's really, really hard, and you can't really eat that. So that's the reason why. So I think it's very fibrous, but you can't really eat that. So that you get the core out, and you're good to go. So that's my daughter and her questions. And anybody else got any questions? Please put them down at the bottom. Because this day I am cutting up my pineapple and my watermelon. And if you could even see how much pineapple I got here, that's a lot of pineapple. It's two pineapples, and I can tell you that's at least $20 worth of pineapple in the store, if not more. And that pineapple only cost me $4. Okay, this watermelon cost me, it was $5.99 at Stop and Shop. So and this is more than enough. And the thing is, I used to buy cut watermelon because I was really the only one that would eat that. And then now, since I've been with Perry, he eats watermelon. I can't keep the watermelon, and watermelon's expensive in the store. We want to get it all cut. So I said I'm going back to cut my watermelon. So here we go. I have already used my my sharpener, and what we do with a watermelon, you know, really supposedly you need to get a watermelon that has a nice clear bottom like this, you know, and you can listen to the sound. It sounds a little hollow. It's a good melon. Now I want to cut this thing right down the middle. Again, people don't like to use knives, but you just be careful with it. My father loved to do this, but he had it in the ice box, and with so many of us that we just devoured one watermelon, which was even bigger than this, with the seeds, and we had to actually eat that thing outside because my mother wasn't having that. You see how pretty that is? Beautiful watermelon. So what we're going to do, cut it in, again, in a quarter. Oh, yeah, it actually smells delicious. It's a beautiful watermelon right there. Okay, stop and rob, you did good. That's what my daughter calls it, shop and rob. Anyway, now you take it, cut it in like that, and you want to cut it close to the rind, but you don't want to really have the rind. You get it as close as you can away from the rind, just cut it off like that. Cut it right off. Got a little bit left in here. And then again, that's like I did with the pineapple, just cut it in chunks. Just cut it out like that. If you was going to make a fruit salad, then you want to cut it a little bit smaller. But if you just want to have something to eat, you want something sweet, throw it up in there. You just have this in the refrigerator, and it'll be gone in a couple days because people just going to eat it a little piece at a time. So you cut it up in chunks, like I'm doing. As I'm going to taste it right now. Good melon. It'll be better when it's cold, but it's good melon. They make these melons with no seeds in them. Maybe my mother would let us eat in the house, but she didn't want us eating that thing in the house all over the place with those black seeds in there. She wasn't trying to hear that. Get that stuff all over the house. Not good. So if you see white, and then you want it, that's part of the rind, and you don't really want that, just cut it right off while you see it. It's all like that. I think that's a little too close. I got my little garbage bag there, and I'm throwing them right in here. And I might actually have too much watermelon to put in this container, so that I'll put in the refrigerator and wait till I get some more room, and then I'll just cut the rest of it up and throw it in there. By tomorrow, I'll probably be able to do that. But you guys can see how to do this thing. You need a sharp knife. That's what you really need. And then you're good to go. Once that knife is sharp. See how that just comes right off? And a good sharp knife is all you need. Well, my phone's ringing and we're going to ignore it.
Robert Preston.
I'll talk to her later. That's Frances. That's my sister Frances. I'll call her back. All right. All right. I'm going to get that done. That out. Cut that. Nice. Beautiful. You like watermelon, right, Sharita?
I do.
I thought you did. Your father didn't like it. But you?
That's odd.
There you go. And Mr. Perry, he likes watermelon too. There you go. Taste some.
Don't like it.
He loves it. I can't keep it in the house. Is it good or what, guys?
Good.
There you go. And it costs $5.99. Continuing to cut this watermelon up. That's the second half, which was a bigger half than the first half. I think I might not be able to get it all in here. So
you can make it work.
We'll see. Just be careful with this knife because the knife is sharp. So you want to do the same thing. Just cut it that way. Cut it through here. So I end up with that. This much watermelon cut at the grocery store will cost you, shoot, $10, $20 too. It's crazy. That's crazy. When you could just cut it yourself. That's just insane. All you have to do is just take your time and cut it. It didn't even take that long. We just had a lot of little, stops and goes, but it doesn't take that long. If I wasn't taping, it would have already been done. So that's all you want to do instead of spending all that crazy money. And this is the time of the year where you can get some good watermelon. So why not have some watermelon? And the whole family, and watermelon is good for you too. The whole family could have it. It's all cut up. They can run in the refrigerator and get it when they want. It's a good thing. So, and I'm telling you, that's what I've been doing is cutting up watermelons and pineapples because we eat them instead of eating potato chips. These things be eating this. So I don't know if we're I'll try to get the rest of this in. If not, we'll eat it out before before it actually gets in the refrigerator. So let me finish it up. Of course, there's no recipe for this. You just have to learn how to cut it. So there will not be a recipe at the bottom. You just got to pay attention to how you're cutting it. And just watch me. And you guys will see how we do this. And my niece asked me today, what are you going to do? What kind of video are you going to do? And I said, I'm going to cut a pineapple. She said, I don't know how to cut a pineapple. Keisha is old. You, as a matter of fact, she and my daughter are around the same age, and they don't cut pineapples and this sort of thing because they never had to. So this is why I do these things, so you young folks can know how to do stuff and save yourself some money. So Keisha, I mentioned you too. And if you like this kind of stuff, you should definitely do it. Yeah, this could almost fit in here. And if it don't, as I said, we'll eat it so I can close it up. And there you go. That's about the end of it. That's a $5.99 watermelon. And you see how much watermelon we got here for that. That definitely will cost you $30 cut up for $5.99. And this costs $5 at most for $20 worth. See? People, save your money. All right, people, save your money. I am done with this video. All you guys have a great day and have some fruit. Bye.